Get ready for Truth Revolution Radio. The revolution starts now. Today is Friday, August 5th. It's about 10 to 9. There will be various little noises here and there. I am drinking and packing a bowl. I didn't want to really drink today, but man, I'm sure a lot of you understand. You come home, you're in a fairly good mood, you had a pretty decent day, then you either turn on the news or alternative news, Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff, see all the posts of what's going on now. I actually had to start a new Twitter page because the American law enforcement got in touch with Twitter. I can see the stuff I post, but nobody else does. How do I know this? Oh, I'm just being paranoid? Yes, I am paranoid. Does not mean there's not someone out to get me, especially since they've been here already. They've been twice. I've been arrested. This stuff, they don't know. Well, I share a lot of police stuff. When I see the videos of police killing someone's dog for no reason, or beating somebody up, or even killing them over a traffic violation, or over nothing, or beating the crap out of handicapped people and deaf people. Oh, he didn't stop when I told him to. Well, he's deaf. Well, I'm not a doctor. Fuck you. Why is it like a doctor has to go to school for what, like 8 years or something like that to be able to even just prescribe medication? And what is it for cops now? I know it used to be intensive and police used to be fantastic. They were very cool. Every occupation has assholes. So you couldn't just say, oh, all cops are assholes back in the day. Of course there were some, but like I said, all occupations had them. There were asshole firefighters and steel workers, lumber workers, all that shit. You get the point. But the way it is today is just insanity, and they will come. See, these guys came. Okay, actually, I digress. I had to start a new page because I had over 2,000 people on my other Twitter page. And that's when these guys first showed up. I actually only had about 800 people on my page at that time. But I was talking a lot about corrupt government and corrupt police. And that if I would say things like, if I saw a cop kicking the crap, possibly about to kill someone I know is innocent, I would grab a rock and cave his head in. I think anybody with any kind of conscience, that would be your first reaction, to save the innocent person from the criminal, because at that point, the cop is a criminal. See, being a cop, cops, if you're listening, just because you have a badge and a gun, look, you know what? You have a badge and a gun and body armor. What the fuck are you afraid of? What the fuck are you afraid of, cowards? Someone's little dog's oh, it could possibly bark at me and that scares me, so I had the right to kill it. Fuck off. I bet every single one of you, every one of you criminal cops who beats up women, pregnant women, and kills people, and then handcuffs them and tries to pretend they're still alive, when everyone who can see the video can clearly see you're arresting a corpse. You're just sick and disgusting. You know what? And I don't fear you. Come get me, American cops. You've already sent the Canadian cops here because you can't handle people pointing out your bullshit. Well, get a new job, you little bitch. Suck it up, Buttercup. A fucking pizza delivery boy is braver than a cop. A mailman is braver than a cop. Actually, you know what I want to do? Okay, there's two. Anybody who listens to this, in the comments section, let's play a little game and let's list all the occupations and all the people who are braver than cops and put the reason why. The occupation and the reason why they're braver. I bet you we get a list of 1,000 quickly if people weren't afraid of cops showing up at their door. But I'm here to tell you, people, if you haven't committed any crime, you don't have to put up with a tyrant cop. You have the right, legally, to use equal force to protect yourself. You see a cop pulling his gun out, you lunge at the motherfucker. If you're innocent and you know you're innocent, you lunge at the motherfucker, pop it into his fucking forehead and then ask him, what were you saying, bitch? Because you have the right to use equal force. Cops do not have the right to just brandish their guns and kill your pets and kick your doors down. They don't have the right. I don't care if some piece of shit judge decides to back them up. That judge is a fucking criminal too. These cocksuckers all have to go by certain laws. The same laws we do. The difference is they know the laws and they know we don't know the laws. Well, guess what, bitches? I'm learning. Because of this, I've had my daughter, my ex and I broke up. Everything was great for a while there. You know, we broke up friends. She never tried to keep me away from my daughter. Gets together with this douchebag, and he doesn't like me, so he's decided I'm not allowed to see my daughter. So I had to start learning the law. I had to learn about Royal Admiralty law, law of the land, law of the sea, cemetery law. Why? Because it pertains to every single one of us. I suggest every single one of you Google Royal Admiralty law. Do not let the big words confuse you. I'm serious, okay? Now, you'll look at it, and I know, because it happens to me, my eyes go all blurry. And you're like, oh man, it's like reading Japanese instructions to put together a stereo or something from IKEA. No, okay? Get a thesaurus and a dictionary. Take the time, especially if you're a father. So many men have committed suicide. They've given up because their ignorant cunts of exes get together with some piece of shit douchebag who decides that they should be the kid's father from now on. There is way too much gender bias going on. And I, for one, want to be somebody who's able to fight the system. These courts make so much money off of guys like me, they're not going to make a fucking dime off of me. My ex managed to procure the guy who's supposed to be the free advice lawyer at the courthouse where I'm at here in St. Catharines. She got there first. I don't know what she told him, but she obviously lied about something, and he thought he was going to be Captain Canada and save her or whatever. But the problem is, and I didn't realize it at the time, but I know this shit now. He made himself, she worked, so does her boyfriend. They should have had to pay for a lawyer. So she must have told him some kind of doozy lie. I'm a druggie and all this stuff. I smoke weed. It's doctor prescribed medicinal marijuana. So fuck anybody who's got a problem with that. What kind of drugs do you take, doctor prescribed? Okay, so that's what I'm dealing with. I've got the card, I can bring it up. I haven't seen my daughter since Christmas, but my daughter realizes now I want to make sure I do things right. I am learning these laws, and I am now going to go to school to be a paralegal. I found a course I can do it for $40 a month, and all fathers do not give up. Look up these things: Royal Admiralty Law, Law of the Land, Law of the Sea, and Cemetery Law. Get a dictionary and thesaurus, or if you have a friend or family member who's kind of savvy with that type of stuff, have them sit down with you, go over that stuff, and pick out everything that is pertinent to your case. Okay, write it down in point form. And when you fill out your court papers, you're going to be doing it in such a way that the court can't rape you, and that your ex's lawyer is going to shit his pants because he probably forgot all about those friggin' laws. See, lawyers aren't the people who you need. You need paralegals. Paralegals and legal assistants. They're the ones who do all the research. A lawyer will learn all this stuff once while he's going to school. Once he's got his degree, he doesn't do shit anymore. He opens up a practice and he hires people to do the research for him. So he gets to go play golf, and then when he's got a case, he shows up at his office and says, "What do you have for me?" And everything's there for him in a folder. He shows up 15 minutes early before the case, spends 5 minutes reading it over, then goes out and talks to you, and that's the way it works. Well, find yourself a cheap paralegal, or study the law enough yourself, because it's not as hard as you think, guys. Like I said, get a thesaurus and a dictionary. Too many guys are killing themselves because they feel that everything is one-sided, and it truly is. But there's also, I can't remember the doctor's name, there's a report, I think it was 121 or 122 experts from around the world, all walks of life, talking about how it should be 50-50. No father should ever be kept away from their child. No woman should be allowed to use their child as bait or a pawn. It should not be allowed to happen. And I'm going to see if I should be able to. I'm going to try to cut some of that into here. But the point is, don't give up, guys. Shit is crooked, but you learn those laws because they're going to help you with everything in life. When it comes to politics and you see everything they're getting away with, you'll realize why they're getting away with it when you know these laws. And you'll be better able to put together a group of people and your own militias and legally be able to take the country back. Because we do have that right. Criminals do not get to make up the rules and then arrest us for breaking them. The only reason they get away with it is because you let them, because we've been programmed to believe they have that right. They don't have that fucking right. I'm here to tell you, there's something else. Easy law. Don't spend thousands. Don't vote Clinton. If you're gonna vote, vote for an independent or Donald Trump. Just because, yes, Donald's a dick, he says stupid shit. But you know what, he also says some pretty funny and some pretty cool shit. And I think overall he will have the American people's best interests at heart. He can't be bought. When you see people like Hillary and Bill Clinton and Barry Obama and Mike Obama telling you that, oh, he's not fit and blah, blah. Fucking Obama's killing people all over the world while he's wearing a Nobel Peace Prize. And he has the nerve to say that somebody like Donald Trump, who people, the people actually want, has no business being president or isn't fit. You aren't fit, Barry. And then you get people like Sarah Silverman. The more I think about it, the more it pisses me off. That ignorant Zionist pig bitch listening to everybody chanting Bernie, Bernie, Bernie and going, you're being ridiculous, trying to embarrass them and belittle. Who the fuck are you, Queenie bitch? Who the fuck do you think you are? The American people have spoken. They wanted Bernie or Donald. Bernie was beaten and threatened and then paid off to back down. So all that's left is Donald and Hillary. Hillary acting like a mental fucking retard. Hillary coming right out and saying, we are going to raise the taxes on the middle class. And all the fucking retards cheering for her. So, who's the stupid one here? A fucking Democrat who still cheers a murderer? How many people? I think it's been 45 to 50 people have died just in like the last 6 months. People that knew shit about Clintons were threatening to come out and talk about Clintons. The guy who tried to file the lawsuit against the DNC representing the people who wanted Bernie gets killed. I mean, come on! How much more fucking obvious can it be? Here's your choices the way I see it. You vote Trump, you vote independent, or don't fucking vote. Trump is... he comes out saying that the election is probably going to be rigged. You got guys coming out, computer experts coming and swearing before Congress saying, yes, I've rigged an election. It can be done. And then you get your gay, black, Muslim president come out and saying, oh, that's just silly. They also give $400 million to Iran. Good for Iran. They must had some secret on Obama and on the American agenda to be able to get them to get $400 million. Good on you, Iran. And while I'm at it, go Putin. I don't want to see CNN and Yahoo News and all these other CBC and all these fucking stations trying to say Canada is arming against Russia. No, we're not. Canadians aren't. The criminal douchebags in government are. That's not what we want. Canadians don't want to fight the Russians. Canadians don't want to fight anybody. But if we're forced to, I would like to refer you to the War of 1812 and just about every war we've been part of. Canadians are always sent in first. We clear the way so the Americans can come in from behind, take out the few stragglers left over, and act like they saved the planet. So, you know what? Unless you're going to drop nukes on us, fuck you. I'm not afraid of America. I'm not afraid of Britain. I'm not afraid of any fucking army. Nobody should be. There are armies. We need to remind them of that. They don't have... Armed forces. You don't have to serve these criminal governments. Unless you're mentally retarded. How stupid are you? Do you know anything about your role? Do you know anything about what you're supposed to do if the government gets taken over by criminals? Is there any kind of playbook for that type of scenario? Maybe there should be. And it should favor the civilians, not the criminals who don't pay taxes. I've had enough. Oh, and you know what? No more fucking religion. Bye-bye Christians. Bye-bye Catholics. Bye-bye Muslims. Bye-bye Jews. You fucking douchebags. Every single one of you fucking religions need to go. Gone. Like yesterday. 'Cause you are the reason we're all fighting. All of you. You know, oh, we're people of God and bullshit. You're the ones creating all these fucking wars. God doesn't want war on this fucking planet. And if you think he does, you're worshipping Satan, you fucking stupid fucks. Enough is enough. Either ban all religion or ban them from politics and charge them tax, backdated at about 20 fucking years. 'Cause I'm sick and tired of you religious freaks destroying my fucking planet. And the rest of you should be too. Stop fighting each other and start fighting all religion. 'Cause all religion needs to fucking go. I'm Steve Crawford. I'm Steve Crawford. Factor Theory Live on Truth Revolution Radio.